Welcome, Libras. Let's go ahead and get started. I've pre-shuffled these. I'm going to do a very quick shuffle. Spirit and Universe, what are the messages for Libras during this Libra season? Messages for Libras. Okay. If you hear snoring, that's my pug. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. If you're interested in getting the extended reading after this, that link is below for the second half of this reading. And then if you'd like a private reading, that link is also below. It's very easy to book those. Let's go ahead and get started. 9 of Wands. Perfect. Beautiful. 9 of Wands has to do with not being done, right? You've expended a lot of energy, Libras, and we are now at your solar return. And so it's time for you to kind of get your energy and get your mojo back. So the 9 of Wands has to do with not being through with the fight. You can see here with the tiger and the fiery energy that is the 9 of Wands. This does have to do with, so whatever's happening in your life. You may have been very tired. You may have had to defend yourself. You may have been feeling like giving up at times. You know, that's the 7 of Wands. 8, 9, here we are. One last final push, and then you're going to be able to get to where you want to be. 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords reversed. 8 of Swords reversed is a beautiful energy to have, especially if you're kind of feeling that surge of energy because you're ready to go again. You're ready to push that, get that final stages of your project or your love life or whatever it is you need to do. You've made decisions, and now, while in the past you may have felt a little paralyzed, right? Analysis paralysis. You're really letting that go with the 8 of Swords reversed. So an opening up, a willingness, an excitement surrounding whatever it is that you're wanting to go through. Now, if you're or finish up and complete, and I'm saying finish up and complete because wands have to do with they're action-oriented energies. So you may have felt very stifled in the recent past. You're quickly getting over that this month, and then you're going to have the energy needed and the insight needed to move forward. And then we have the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups upright, again, feeling a little stifled, too many decisions. Which way do I go? How do I decide what's the best option? But when the 7 of Cups is reversed, it is talking about here making a choice, choosing a direction, or having some insight or inspiration to guide you in a certain trajectory. So you're really narrowing that down, and I love to see both of these cards reversed right after the 9 of Wands, because now, and this really has to do with getting to your natal return, right? That surge of energy. 5 of Swords reversed. You may have gone from a situation or a feeling of being, let me turn on this autofocus really quickly. Feeling very like everybody was losing in this situation. There may have been ego battles. If this is a love reading for you, you two, or even you in your decision-making process regarding a certain person, may have felt very paralyzed in the past. Not sure if they were the person for you, not sure if you wanted to narrow down all your options into one person. And, there may have been ego battles in the past. Now, with this 5 of Swords card, it's so lovely. I'm going to show it upright because it does depict, really. Okay, you can see the owl surrounding her, and she's holding a baby here. And so there's birth along the way. And if you allow yourself to be cloaked by inner knowledge and a greater wisdom, right, your principles, then it does allow you to develop and grow something, an idea, a person even. but it can be stifled if you get caught up, or if, this does have to do with battling others and losing, winning to win as opposed to winning for all. So reversed, very good energy moving into October. And then the Six of Cups reversed. So you may have decided to move away from a person, and then now your love life is opening up in a whole new direction. This situation, waiting for somebody to come back, wanting somebody to come back, and then realizing now that maybe they're not, and maybe it's a good thing. Maybe you are now deciding that you don't want to go back to them, opening up a whole new level of energy. All right? Okay, so what we're going to do now is pull another layer of cards here to clarify these. And then in the extended, we'll pull 2 more cards on each, and then maybe even more if needed. All right, so I've already pre-shuffled these. We'll give these a quick shuffle. I'm so excited to use this deck, you guys. I'll probably do a Halloween special reading with this deck for everybody, but it's these final 5 readings that I'll do with these right now. Additional messages and clarifying messages for Libras. Oh, that popped out. Additional clarifying messages for Libras. Additional clarifying messages for Libras. And there was one turned around in here somewhere. Crap, here it is. That is wanting to come out. Let's start with these and we'll pull some more as we go along. 9 of Wands clarified by the 10 of Pentacles reversed. So yes, we do have the 9 of Wands, does have to do with almost being finished. So with the 10 of Pentacles being reversed here, this does indicate that you are not yet finally where you want to be, and that has to do with levels of success as well. So you're not at a stopping point. You're going to go and push through that last final surge of energy, get all the tasks done, all the conversations completed in an effort to turn this 10 of Pentacles around into a situation or into a final result, a successful result for you. Not necessarily for everybody involved. Not that you're wanting to have a lose-lose situation, but now you've really narrowed down some decisions and you're moving forward. And that will, in fact, lead you along the way to this highest level of success that's represented by the 10 of Pentacles. The Emperor reversed. So even though you are out of this state of mental paralysis, feeling stifled, feeling stuck, you still know there's a lot more work to do, and you're also still very aware that you're not fully where you want to be yet. If you were, then the Emperor would be upright. But since you know that you're 90% there, it is time to, during this Libra season, to put all of your energy into you and what you're wanting to accomplish. And this is very frustrating for you, Libras. Very, very frustrating, because it appears that you were trying different routes in the past and not getting the result, remaining open like you do, because you like to have everything balanced and you like everybody to be in a win-win situation. So when the 5 of Swords is reversed, it does mean that you want this to be a win-win situation for everybody. But sometimes you can't wait for everybody to come on board or wait for everybody to be with you in a decision or fully supportive of you in a decision. And so ultimately, as time passes, you do have to narrow down your options and make a decision. But while you're waiting for other people to do that or approach it in that manner, it's very frustrating for you because you see a certain result that you want, and when you're not able to get it because of other people, it causes the Emperor to be reversed. So this can have to do with anger, this can have to do with lack of focus, lack of purpose, feeling like you're not a part of a whole, feeling like you're not leading the whole entire group in a positive direction. So this can cause you to feel a little stifled. Now you're definitely coming out of that energy, which is what we like to see. That is beautiful. But again, we know from here that there's more work that needs to be done. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups clarified by the Moon reversed. So when the Moon is reversed, this does indicate that the secrets are coming out, information is being revealed. And so because of this could be information that you're allowing yourself to accept. Very clearly could be allowing yourself to accept some truth, some acknowledgement that something is or is not going to go a certain way. And that allows you to narrow down options and move forward. Maddie, shh. Good girl. And it doesn't have to be negative, all right? When secrets are being revealed, it doesn't have to be negative. It can still cause frustration, but through frustration, obviously we grow. Obviously we get moments of insight, moments of inspiration that lead us to take action. I'm going to pull another clarifier on this Moon right now. The Empress. Yes. So as this becomes revealed, whatever it is for you this month, it does spawn a whole new sense of urgency and a whole new sense of energy. This causes you to have ideas, and it causes you to feel very fertile with energy and inspiration. So the Empress clarifying something that is being revealed to you that's causing you to narrow down your options and move in a direction is a very empowering energy, and it's exactly what you need when you're feeling this Emperor reverse state. Now, on another note, there could be or could have been a fire sign, an Aries, most likely Aries, but it could be Leo or Sagittarius. There could have been a fire sign that was either forcing you to try to come out of this shell, or they could have been very frustrated and it was causing this paralysis. So that could very likely be, if this is a love reading for you and there is someone else in the picture, or you're wanting someone else to read the picture, they could be very instrumental in you shutting down and moving forward, or opening up and moving forward. Actually, I should say opening up and moving forward with the Eight of Swords upright. Look how beautiful this card is. Now, this card has a whole bunch of other meanings because in the dark here, you can't see, but there's signs and symbols here. So I'll get into that when I learn this deck a little further. But the Empress, all life stems from the energy of the Empress. And whatever is revealed here causes a great deal of life. Okay, Five of Swords, clarified by the Five of Cups. Two fives. Five of Cups has to do with regret. Now, this is very interesting, and leave your comments below, Libras, because when the Five of Swords is reversed, this means that this, whatever it was, has been turning or is turning into a win-win situation. We already know there's an opening up. We already know there's decisiveness. But when you're working towards making something a win-win situation, it doesn't necessarily mean that there still won't be a sense of regret. I shoulda, woulda, coulda done this differently or better before or first. And there may have been a fight in the past that was a battle of egos, and now you're working to rectify this by turning this into a win-win situation. But if you can see in this deck, those 4 cups full of emotion, all this water here, these 4 cups full of emotion, let me see if I can get this to focus, pouring into this 1 cup as the glass breaks all around it and all that emotion gets lost. It's wasted. It's wasted energy. It's wasted effort and emotion. So through that, it causes regret. Now, there's still cups here that have water in them. Not all is lost. And this deck is beautiful because normally we see the 2 cups or the 3 cups spilled over, and then there's 2 or 3 cups still upright. This one has 4. So this truly can be a positive result if we work to make it that way. All right, do you want to pull another clarifier? We're going to pull again 2 more clarifiers or more on each of this in the extended. Let's pull one more, the Lovers reversed. So yes, there was a loss of some sort, and it's causing this forward momentum in whatever sense that is to you. 6 of Cups reversed. And of course, with the Lovers reversed and this regret, and then you working towards making something better, it is of no surprise to me that we do have the Lovers reversed, because this has to do with a lack of seeing the whole picture. Maybe only feeling your way through it, or only thinking your way through it, or one of you were more feeling oriented and the other one is more thinking. And there really needed to be this merging together of the souls, this merging together of goals and aspirations, and really fully and wholly seeing both sides of the relationship and forming one whole unit. So there was a lack of that. I think maybe now you see that. And then we have here the Knight of Swords reversed. The Knight of Swords reversed, clarifying this 6 of Cups, is a good sign, Libras, because it does indicate that you're slowing down your effort, maybe letting things be for a moment, letting things sit, letting things steep, because sometimes, when they say absence makes the heart grow fonder, it really does indicate that you're stopping. You're stopping the action. And not only that, but you're also stopping your worrisome attitude or worrisome beliefs about this. Okay? So definitely a slowing down of effort and action. Let's look at the bottom of the deck to get a few outcome cards. Here we have the 7 of Pentacles reversed. So again, willingness to put in effort, because upright 7 of Pentacles has to do with feeling weary, tiring down, slowing down. So still, we know we're moving into the 9 of Wands energy right out of the gate. And so at one time you may have really felt like giving up. You're definitely willing to keep working, but it's difficult. It's tricky. It's tricky. Death reversed. Not all is lost, and not all is causing a massive, massive transformation. This does have to do with accepting and letting go and recalibrating. And the World reversed. So this is not yet fully over, but I think you're at definitely a pausing standpoint. You're going to be working on you and what you are trying to accomplish at this time.